Hey, homie's back.
Yo, hook me up with that goodish.
For sure, brother.
The guy turned around and reached into a chest, and when he looked back at me, he had a shinier sword in his hand.
This what we call iron. Not the best, but reliable.
Bet, here's the XP. Appreciate you.
Stay safe, homie. These streets be dangerous.
I finally got my hands on a new sword and was ready to face whatever came ahead. I walked back over to the tier 3 gate, but before I got there, I stopped to stare at it. I prayed that the other side would be better than this place. I wanted to get away from all the struggle and disaster, and poof, I needed a fresh start. That's when the guard walked up to me.
Oh, I thought I lost you. Where'd you go?
Just had to make a quick stop. I'm ready now. The guard then walked up to the window by the gate.
This guy's moving up to tier 3. Open the gate. You know that I'm not allowed to do that. I don't care. He has enough levels. Just do it and they'll have to figure it out in tier 3. If I get in trouble, I'm gonna tell on you. Whatever, Becky.
Wait, that's a girl?
No, it's a boy. His parents just gave him a girlfriend.
The other guard seemed hesitant to let me through, but I couldn't let it bother me. The gate was opened and I stepped inside. Here we go. A fresh start. Nothing to worry about. A place where I could even maybe settle down and find a girlfriend.
Ha 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 ha. A girlfriend? You can't find one of those.
The gate closed and I was ready to step forward into my new life. This time, I hoped that things would seem more normal.
Welcome to tier 3.
The gate opened and as I walked through, I couldn't believe my eyes. This is tier 3? This is tier 3 of XP level civilization. I've made my way through the levels in order to reach the top and maybe even become king. But with only 10,000 levels and the constant fear of losing everything, I still have a long way to go. I couldn't believe it, but tier 3 was so much more of an upgrade than tier 2. It made me question if I even needed to risk my life anymore to reach the top level. I think I could just stay here forever.
Welcome to tier 3. It's our little corner of heaven. Let me show you around. I know this place looks like a utopia, but you still gotta watch out for falling anvils. We don't know where they come from, but they'll mess you up if you aren't careful.
Strange, after everything I've been through, some falling anvils would be the least of my worries. The guard continued showing me around, until we eventually ended up at something that looked like a giant screen.
This is our broadcast screen. It's what the king uses to talk to tier 3.
Wow, we didn't have anything like this on the other tier.
Yeah, that's because you're all too poor.
Maybe the guard had a point. The king never cared to visit the other tiers. We weren't important enough to care about. Then, all of a sudden, the screen booted up, and for the first time ever, I saw the king. But something was just a little off.
Good morning, Gaties and Lentlemen of XP Civilization. I just wanted to wish you all a blessed day. Remember, I love all of you. Keep on putting in that hard work, and maybe one day you can be in tier 4 paradise with me too.
Then, the screen blinked off. Wow, the king seems super nice. Is he always like that?
Yeah, he's pretty dope. But anyways, let's carry on with the rest of the tour. There's so much more to show you.
The guard walked me over to a huge house. It was bigger than anything I had seen before. Who lives here?
You live here now. It's part of living in tier 3. Everyone gets their own mansion.
Finally, I made it to the place of my dream. Then I turned to see some girl walking up to us.
Oh yeah, this girl thinks you're cute, and she wants to be your girlfriend.
This day just kept on getting better and better. It'd be a total shame if I died or something. That's when I heard the strangest noise and looked up. What is that?
Oh god, watch out!
Wait, is that an it? Wait, is that really it? Am I dead? All of that for nothing?
Don't worry, Uriah. Your journey is not over. Remember, I am with you always.
Oh my gosh, it's you again. Oh, and he's gone. What? Where am I?
His vitals are steady. Someone make sure he's tied down. This guy's unpredictable, and we can't take any chances here.
Yep, this is the one who managed to reach tier 3 all the way from tier 1. We've never seen anything like it.
What is this place? Why can't I move? And what are they gonna do to me? I began to discreetly look around the room. I didn't want them to know I was awake. It looked like some sort of lab, and lining the room were giant vats full of something. I looked a little closer and realized it was XP. That's when all of a sudden my levels started dropping. What? My levels? What are they doing?
Very nice. 200 levels extracted already.
I couldn't believe it, but they were draining me like fuel. If I couldn't get out of here, I'd be back down to 0.
When you're done, make sure to dispose of him. We don't want any loose ends. His XP levels could give us enough to initiate stage 5 of the execution plan. You know how important this is, so don't mess it up.
Execution plan? All I knew is that did not sound good. And my levels would be enough for them to reach stage 5? I had to do something to stop them from getting the rest of my levels. I watched as all the scientists began to leave the room, except for just one. Although, looking at the eyes of the one who stayed, I'm not so sure he's a scientist.
Finally, they're gone. Now I can sneak a little XP for myself.
He began to turn away from me. If I wanted to escape, this was going to be my only chance. But I couldn't move. I couldn't see where he went, but I had to take the chance. They tied me down somehow. I overheard them questioning how I managed to rank up, so they must not have known about the ore. Does it still have power in whatever this place is? I wasn't sure, but it was my only shot. I slipped it into my hand and without any second guessing, I fired an explosion, blowing up whatever was holding me down. I did it! I'm free! I looked around the room for the scientist I had spotted earlier, but he was now nowhere to be found. Where could he have gone? Well, with him missing, I could finally take a second to figure out where I was. I looked closer around the room at all the large vats. All of them were completely filled with XP. This had to be where the levels they took from me went. But why were they storing so much of it? I didn't even know that was possible. That's when I turned and saw a control panel. And one of the levers said XP tier distribution system, never used. So they are stealing levels and storing them for something. But there's a way to distribute it to the tiers? Maybe I could flick the lever. This would give tons of levels to everyone. For once, the tiers could finally be balanced. People in tier 1 wouldn't need to struggle anymore. But right before I could flick